Hi, my name is Richard Michelson, and I have a brand new picture book out called More Than Enough, inspired by Maimonides' Golden Ladder of Giving. Moses isn't used to jingle jangle in his pocket, but today he turned 6. So Papa slipped him 12 quarters. Hooray, Moses cheers. But, Dad, I thought you were saving every penny to open your own shop someday. It's okay. Pops gives Moses a hug. You can spend some, save some, and give some away. Now Mom is taking Moses for high tops, his first brand new pair. Outside, the city streets are sprinkled with snow. Barefoot Benny clink clanks his cup of change. But Moses frowns and looks away. Moses pretends not to hear. Mom searches in her purse for some bills to give Benny. But she's smiling like she's the one about to get a gift. Mom, we have little enough, Moses complains. Now we'll have to shoe shop at the second-hand store. A little bit can change a life if enough people pitch in, Mom says. She pats Moses's noisy pocket. Moses frowns as he plink plonks his handful into Benny's cup. Thank the Lord we have laces to tie, Mom says. Little enough is more than enough for us. Spring has come. It's the first day of spring. Shoots peek out the window boxes as Pops walks Moses to the barber shop. You here for a clip or a shave? The new barber asks Moses with a wink. Hey, it's Barefoot Benny, Moses says. I'm not barefoot anymore, Benny says. Thanks, Moses, for helping me out when times were tough. Looking tip-top, Tatala, Pops tells Moses. Even though Pops should be saving his money, he flips Benny a triple tip. Big Jim taps on the door, hoping for a free trim. Feels better to help than to need help, Benny says, waving Jim in. What you need is a side part and a fresh start. As little as we have, sometimes others need it more, Pops whispers to Moses. Moses smiles like Mom taught him and palms Big Jim a dime. But he keeps quiet about the dollar hidden in his backpack. Congratulations on graduating first grade, Big Jim fist bumps Moses. I feel like a new man, he adds, as he sweeps the steps and keeps the cans lined up spick and span. Good folks gave me a second chance. Miss Brown rolls her stroller down the stoop. Thump, bump, thump. Woohoo! I just got a job interview, she shouts. Please, can you babysit? I can't afford to pay. I have just enough for the bus. Feels better to help than to need help, Big Jim says. The chance to play with baby PJ, Moses adds, is more than enough for us. Miss Brown clocks out after work. Well, I guess she got that job. She steps past Busker Steve, asleep on the sewer grate, and stops into Pizza Please. Outside, Miss Brown sets down a double cheese, and she shakes Steve awake. Well, Moses swallows his last bite and races outside. Feels better to help than to need help, he says, plink plonking his change into Busker Steve's open case. It's hot on Independence Day. Pops wipes his brow and takes a break from work to watch the parade. Moses sees Busker Steve and calls out, Hey! Steve frowns and looks away. Steve pretends not to hear. I helped him get by, Moses says, fighting back tears. Some folks feel shame and blame when their times are tough, Mom says. But knowing you help Bubbler should be more than enough. Well, it's the day before second grade. Moses skip hops down the block to the barber shop. You here for a shave? Benny asks. Or a fade? Come sit in my chair. A secret pal of yours already paid. But he has little enough, Moses says, glancing out the window. Maybe little enough, Benny answers, is more than enough to share. Well, the autumn leaves color the vacant lot next door as Mom and Pops welcome guests for a sweet new year. Moses' best buddy Noah is the last to arrive. Sorry I didn't bring a gift, he murmurs. Dad lost his job. We're saving every cent for rent. We're glad you came, Mom says. There's no shame or blame in not having enough. Tonight, you'll share apples and honey with us. Well, at the group kitchen, Mom carves the Christmas turkey, while Moses serves sweet potatoes and Noah ladles out the last of the soup. The line outside grows longer as snow flurries begin to fall. Wahoo! Miss Brown cheers. Volunteers bring in cans of food they collected. Now, Miss Brown says, we'll have more than enough for everyone. Maybe today, Pop says. But too many folks are living out on the street. They need jobs to help make ends meet. That gives Moses an idea. He whispers to Pops, then turns to Noah. Pops is opening a shop. Maybe your dad can work there. Noah turns away. You have little enough, and we don't need your charity. I'm not doing your father a favor, Pop says. He'd be doing one for me. Tell Noah why, Moses. Because, Moses says, it feels better to help than to need help, and little enough is more than enough to share. And then we see, well, it looks like a year has passed, and Pops is finally opening his store where he's giving a lot of people jobs to work and helping the neighborhood. Well, I think they're going to have a very happy new year. Well, thanks for listening to my book. I hope you will read it. I hope you will share it with others. And I wish everyone a very happy year.